Ever wish you could relive, like, the best parts of your day
Right.
without having to, like, scroll through hours of video?
Right.
Imagine AI glasses
Yeah.
that not only record your experiences, but also create a highlight reel
Wow.
of the moments you find most interesting.
That'd be awesome.
We're taking a deep dive into the guidelines that are shaping this cutting-edge tech. It's like
Yeah.
peeking behind the curtain of how AI is learning to understand what makes a moment truly memorable.
What's fascinating about this project is the way it's pushing the boundaries of AI capabilities.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about basic video editing here. We're talking about training AI to grasp the nuances of human experience, context, emotions, even personal preferences,
Right.
to create a highlight reel that truly reflects what you find valuable.
And this is especially relevant now with the explosion of AI-powered wearable tech. Think about it. AI glasses.
Yeah.
That can answer your questions, provide real-time information, and now capture and curate your most meaningful moments.
Right.
It's like having a personal AI assistant that's constantly learning and evolving with you.
Exactly. These guidelines provide a roadmap for developers to create AI systems that are not only powerful, but also intuitive and user-friendly.
Okay.
It's all about bridging the gap between complex technology and the everyday user experience.
So let's get down to the nuts and bolts. How do we actually train an AI to create these personalized highlight reels?
It all starts with a simple yet profound question.
Okay.
What makes a moment worth remembering?
Okay.
To answer that, we need to teach the AI to evaluate video segments based on two key criteria, relevance and interestingness.
Relevance seems pretty straightforward.
Right.
It's about making sure the AI captures the specific events or activities you asked for. But interestingness, that feels a lot more subjective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How do you teach a machine to recognize what a human would find engaging or exciting?
That's the heart of the challenge and the innovation of this project.
Yeah.
To break down interestingness,
Okay.
we've established three categories: standout, satisfactory,
Okay.
and perhaps surprisingly, bad.
Bad. Why would we want the AI to identify bad segments? Wouldn't we just want it to, like, focus on the good stuff?
That's a great question, and it gets to the core of how AI learns. Think of it like this. To truly understand what makes a moment stand out, the AI needs to also recognize what's just average
Right.
or even downright uninteresting.
Right.
It's about learning through contrast and comparison.
So by showing the AI examples of what not to do, we're actually helping it to better understand what to do. It's like giving it a sense of taste,
Yeah.
if you will.
Exactly. Now, when it comes to those standout moments, we're talking about the wow factor.
Okay.
Those experiences that evoke a strong emotional response, whether it's joy, excitement, awe, or even a touch of humor. Think about a breathtaking vista during a hike, a child's first steps, a winning goal in a soccer game. Those are your standouts.
Okay, so standouts are the moments that make you want to hit the, like, share button immediately.
Yeah.
What about satisfactory segments? Where do they fit in?
Satisfactory segments are the building blocks of your highlight reel.
Okay.
They might not be as spectacular as the standouts, but they provide context and flow to the narrative.
Right.
Think of them as the supporting actors
Yeah.
that help to tell a complete and engaging story.
So it's like creating a movie trailer.
Yeah.
You need those big explosive moments to grab the audience's attention,
Right.
but you also need those quieter, more nuanced scenes to build suspense and provide context.
You got it. And then you have those bad segments,
Okay.
which, as we discussed, help the AI learn by negative example.
Okay.
These are the moments you definitely don't want in your highlight reel. Shaky footage, blowy images, uninteresting subjects, or anything that disrupts the flow or diminishes the overall quality of the experience.
So we've got these three categories of interestingness: standout, satisfactory, and bad.
Right.
But how do we teach the AI to actually distinguish between them?
Yeah.
It's not like it comes pre-programmed with an understanding of, like, human emotions and aesthetics.
That's where the magic and the hard work of machine learning comes in.
Okay.
It all starts with human annotators carefully reviewing video segments and labeling them according to these three categories.
Okay.
But it's not enough to simply slap on a label.
Right.
They also need to provide detailed justifications for their choices.
Justifications. What do you mean by that?
Think of it like teaching a child.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just tell them what's good or bad.
Right.
You explain why.
Okay.
For instance, an annotator might label a segment as standout and then provide a justification like, this is a standout moment because it captures the child's pure joy and surprise as they open a long-awaited gift.
Oh.
These justifications provide valuable insights into the human decision-making process, helping the AI to understand not just what we find interesting, but also why we find it interesting.
This is all starting to click.
Yeah.
We're essentially training the AI to think more like us, to recognize the subtle cues and nuances that make a moment stand out from the rest. But it sounds like a massive undertaking, requiring a lot of human input and analysis.
It's definitely a collaborative effort between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
Right.
But the payoff is huge. By investing in this rigorous training process, we're creating an AI system that can not only analyze and curate video footage, but also adapt and evolve as it encounters new experiences and learns from user feedback.
So in a sense, we're creating a feedback loop between humans and AI.
Right.
Constantly refining and improving the system's ability to understand and respond to our needs and preferences.
That's a great way to put it. Now, remember those AI glasses we talked about earlier?
Yes.
The ones that can respond to user prompts and questions in real time?
Yes.
Well, that capability adds another layer of complexity and opportunity to this training process.
Okay.
We need to teach the AI not only to recognize interesting moments, but also to understand how user prompts influence those choices.
You mean like if you tell the AI, hey, make sure to capture any funny moments with my dog, it'll be more likely to flag those types of segments as standout.
Exactly. The user's prompt provides crucial context, helping the AI to understand the user's specific interests and intentions, and to make sure the AI is capturing those moments accurately. We introduce the concept of labeling segments in both with prompt and without prompt scenarios.
So, for example, a segment showing your dog chasing its tail might be labeled satisfactory without a prompt. But if you specifically ask the AI to capture funny dog moments, that same segment might become a standout.
Precisely. The prompt acts as a filter, helping the AI to prioritize and select segments that are most relevant to the user's request. And this ability to respond to user prompts in real time opens up a whole new world of possibilities for personalized video curation.
It's like having a conversation with your AI glasses, telling them what you're looking for and having them tailor the highlight reel accordingly.
Exactly.
This is amazing. It's like having a personal videographer who can read your mind and anticipate your needs. But I imagine there's more to these guidelines than just categorizing segments and responding to prompts. There must be some rules in place to ensure the AI creates a cohesive and watchable highlight reel.
You're absolutely right. The guidelines also delve into the specifics of structuring the highlight reel, ensuring it's not just a random assortment of clips, but a well-paced, engaging narrative.
So what kind of rules are we talking about here?
Well, for starters, we have priority levels. Highest, high, and low. These levels correspond to the perceived importance and interest level of each segment, helping the AI prioritize the most compelling moments.
So highest priority would be reserved for those must-have moments, the ones that absolutely need to be included in the highlight reel.
Exactly.
What about the other levels?
High priority segments are still important, but perhaps not as crucial as the highest ones. They might provide context, build suspense, or showcase a secondary storyline. And then you have the low priority segments, which add flavor and variety, but aren't essential to the overall narrative.
So it's like building a pyramid, with the highest priority segments forming the foundation, the highest priority segments adding structure and support, and the low priority segments adding those finishing touches that make the highlight reel truly unique.
That's a great analogy. And to ensure a balanced and engaging highlight reel, we've established percentage limits for each priority level. Highest priority segments can make up no more than 50% of the total video length. While high GH priority segments are limited to 20%, and low W priority segments to just 5%.
This makes perfect sense. We don't want the highlight reel to be dominated by just one type of segment. We want a dynamic mix. That keeps the viewer engaged and wanting more.
But how does the AI actually determine the length of each segment? I mean, how does it know when to cut from one scene to the next?
That's another key aspect of these guidelines.
Okay.
We've established minimum and maximum segment durations to ensure a smooth and engaging viewing experience.
Okay.
Each highlight must be at least 5 seconds long.
Right.
Allowing enough time for the moment to resonate with the viewer, and no longer than 30 seconds.
Okay.
Preventing the highlight reel from dragging on or feeling repetitive.
Those time limits seem pretty reasonable.
Too short, and you might miss the impact of the moment.
Yeah.
Too long, and it starts to feel like you're watching the entire video instead of a curated highlight reel.
Exactly. And to further enhance the viewing experience, we have a rule about the minimum number of segments per video. Each highlight reel must have at least 3 segments, including at least 1 from the bad category.
Wait a minute. Why would we want to include a bad segment in the highlight reel? Wouldn't that, detract from the overall quality of the experience?
It might seem counterintuitive, but including a bad segment actually serves a very important purpose. Remember, we're training the AI to recognize and understand human preferences. By showing it examples of what we consider bad, we're helping it to refine its judgment and make better decisions about what to include and what to exclude in the highlight reel.
So it's not about showcasing the bad moment, but rather using them as teaching tools.
Exactly.
To help the AI develop a more sophisticated understanding of what makes a highlight reel truly engaging and enjoyable. It's like saying, okay, AI, here's an example of what not to do. Now go out there and show us what you've learned.
Precisely. It's all about pushing the boundaries of AI capabilities and creating a system that can not only analyze and curate video footage, but also learn and adapt to our evolving preferences.
Wow.
Now, let's shift gears a bit. And talk about the types of content that are considered auto-capture worthy. Meaning the experiences that are generally deemed memorable or significant enough to warrant inclusion in a highlight reel.
This is getting interesting. So what kind of experiences are we talking about here?
Well, we've identified several key categories, starting with travel sightseeing. This encompasses everything from breathtaking vistas and natural wonders to iconic landmarks and cultural experiences. Think about capturing the majestic beauty of the Grand Canyon or the bustling energy of Times Square. Those are the kind of moments that often make it onto people's travel highlight reels.
Those are definitely postcard-worthy moments that people want to remember and share. What other categories are there?
Next, we have sports outdoor. Which covers a wide range of activities, from scoring a winning goal in a soccer match to conquering a challenging hiking trail or kayaking through pristine waters. These experiences often involve physical exertion, personal accomplishment, and a connection with nature, making them prime candidates for memorable highlights.
It's about capturing those moments of triumph. Those bursts of adrenaline and those breathtaking views that make you feel truly alive.
Exactly.
What else do we have?
Then we have events. Which encompasses those special occasions that bring people together, such as weddings, graduations, birthday parties, concerts, and festivals. These are often landmark moments in our lives. Filled with emotion, shared experiences, and lasting memories.
These are the moments that mark the passage of time, the milestones that shape our personal narratives, and the celebrations that bring us joy and connection. It makes sense that we'd want to capture and preserve them.
Exactly.
Are there any other categories?
We also have hobbies activities, which covers those pursuits that bring us personal fulfillment and creative expression. This could include anything from cooking a delicious meal to painting a masterpiece, playing a musical instrument, or building something with our own hands. These activities often reflect our passions, our talents, and our unique perspectives on the world, making them worthy of documentation and remembrance.
It's about capturing those moments of flow, those sparks of inspiration, and those tangible expressions of our creativity and individuality. It's like creating a visual record of our personal journeys of self-discovery. What's the last category?
Finally, we have general curation, which is a catch-all category for anything else deemed interesting that doesn't neatly fit into the other categories. This could include a funny conversation with a friend, a spontaneous dance party in the living room, or a heartwarming moment of connection with a loved one.
So it's about capturing those everyday moments of joy, those unexpected surprises, And those genuine interactions that make life so rich and meaningful.
Exactly.
It's like creating a tapestry of our lived experiences, woven together from both the extraordinary and the ordinary.
You got it. Now, while we're encouraging the AI to capture a wide range of experiences, it's crucial to acknowledge that not everything is fair game for auto capture.
Right.
There are certain boundaries that need to be respected, particularly when it comes to privacy and sensitive information.
Right. That makes sense. It's all about finding that balance between capturing life's moments and respecting people's privacy.
Yeah.
These guidelines sound incredibly thorough, taking into account so many nuances of human experience and technological capability.
Right.
But I'm curious about the bigger picture here. What's the ultimate goal of this project?
Yeah.
What kind of impact do you hope these guidelines will have on the development and use of AI-powered glasses?
The overarching goal is to create an AI system that seamlessly integrates into our lives, enhancing our experiences and helping us to connect with the world around us in new and meaningful ways. Imagine a world where your AI glasses not only record your experiences, but also help you to understand them better. To see patterns, to make connections, to discover insights you might have otherwise missed.
It's like having a personal AI assistant that's constantly learning and evolving with you, helping you to make sense of the vast amount of information and experiences that bombard you every day.
Exactly. And these guidelines provide a framework for developers to create AI systems that are not only powerful and intelligent, but also ethical, responsible, and user-friendly. It's about ensuring that this technology is used to empower people, not to exploit or manipulate them.
So it's not just about capturing moments, but about deepening our understanding of those moments.
Exactly.
And ultimately of ourselves. That's a powerful vision.
It is. And the potential applications of this technology extend far beyond personal use. Think about the impact it could have on fields like education, healthcare, and even scientific research.
Wow.
Imagine students using AI glasses to record and analyze their experiments. Doctors using them to diagnose and treat patients. And researchers using them to document and understand complex natural phenomena.
The possibilities are truly endless. It's like giving people a new set of eyes. A new way of perceiving and interacting with the world.
Exactly.
But as with any powerful technology, there are also potential risks and challenges that need to be carefully considered. What are some of the concerns you have about the development and use of AI-powered glasses?
One of the biggest challenges is ensuring that these systems are developed and deployed responsibly with appropriate safeguards to protect user privacy and prevent misuse. We need to be very careful about how data is collected, stored, and used. And we need to make sure that users have control over their own information.
That's a crucial point.
It is.
It's all about finding that balance between innovation and responsibility. Between pushing the boundaries of what's possible while also protecting what's important.
Exactly.
What other challenges do you foresee?
Another challenge is ensuring that these systems are accessible and equitable so that everyone can benefit from this technology, regardless of their background or circumstances. We need to be mindful of potential biases in the data used to train these systems, and we need to make sure that the design and implementation of these technologies takes into account the needs of diverse users.
It's about making sure that this technology doesn't exacerbate existing inequalities, but rather helps to create a more inclusive and equitable society.
Exactly. And finally, we need to be prepared for the unexpected. As these systems become more sophisticated and integrated into our lives, we need to be prepared for the possibility of unforeseen consequences. We need to be constantly monitoring and evaluating these technologies, and we need to be willing to adapt and adjust as needed.
So it's about approaching this technology with a sense of humility and caution. Recognizing that we don't have all the answers and being open to learning and adapting as we go along.
Precisely. The development and deployment of AI-powered glasses is a journey, not a destination.
And these guidelines provide a roadmap for that journey, helping us to navigate the complexities and possibilities of this emerging technology.
Well, you've given us a lot to think about today. It's clear that AI-powered glasses have the potential to revolutionize the way we experience and interact with the world.
Right.
But it's also clear that this technology needs to be developed and used thoughtfully and responsibly.
Exactly.
Thanks for sharing your expertise with us today.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listeners, I encourage you to continue exploring the world of AI-powered wearable tech and to engage in thoughtful conversations about the ethical implications of these advancements as we step into this exciting new era of human-machine interaction.
Right.
It's up to all of us to shape the future we want to create. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Yeah, and it's crucial, right? Like, not everything is, like, okay to capture.
Yeah, not everything is fair game.
Yeah, what are some of the things that we should definitely not be capturing with these AI glasses?
Well, anything that would be considered sensitive information.
Okay.
Things like personal identification, passwords, financial information.
Okay.
Anything that could be used to identify somebody or to potentially cause them harm.
Right. So we're talking about like protecting people's privacy and their security when using this type of technology.
And also, being mindful of things that are like, violent or explicit content, things that you wouldn't want to, have captured or shared.
Right. It's all about using this technology responsibly.
Exactly.
And ethically.
Right.
So it sounds like there are a lot of ethical considerations.
There are, yeah.
That need to be taken into account when developing these types of AI systems.
Definitely. And that's why these guidelines are so important. You know, they're really helping to set a standard for responsible AI development.
And it's not just about the developers, right?
Yeah.
It's also about the users.
Absolutely.
Understanding how to use this technology in a way that respects people's privacy and their boundaries.
Yeah, it's a shared responsibility.
Exactly. Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive.
It has.
Into the world of AI-powered glasses and the guidelines that are shaping their development.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing how this technology has the potential to really change the way we experience and interact with the world.
It really does.
And I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Me too.
So to our listeners, if you're interested in learning more about AI-powered glasses and the ethical implications of this technology, I encourage you to do your own research and to stay informed about the latest developments.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us today on The Deep Dive.